What happened?
You don't close it.
Huh?
No, that's right here. It's the higher.
You're welcome. Let me make sure I can hear myself before I do all this. Before I start eating all this talk cake, and then I can't even hear myself. And then make sure we locked and loaded. All right, cool. We locked and loaded. First and foremost, Happy New Year to the crew. Happy New Year to the whole league. Hopefully everybody had a safe, safe time bringing the new year. Me myself, I just chilled out at the crib. I wasn't really trying to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? This stage of the game with the 2020 that we just had, I'm just happy to be here, fully healthy. You know what I mean? I ain't need to do nothing spectacular. Being healthy, seeing the new year was good enough for me. So happy New Year to everyone. And I know for the last couple of weeks I haven't been on I don't think I missed that many weeks. I think I missed the last two fifth quarter editions, but sometimes don't get a chance to do it the way I would like because I be caught up, got a lot of different things going on. But nevertheless, man, whenever I get that window, like right now, I'm gonna get to it and get on it. But yeah, we got the playoffs coming up, and we here. I think we going to week 15. I think we in week 14. I think we in week 15 right now. Hold on. What week are we in? We are in week 15, going into 16 in league advance today. All right, cool. These playoff races, pretty interesting. As you can see, ain't too many X's and Y's on the board. Not in the AFC, not in the NFC. And the X only mean that you clinched a playoff spot. That doesn't mean that you got number one seed and things like that. I already said that, now the way the football, the rules are, only one team gets to bye. I ain't gonna lie. Number one seed is number one seed. Like, if you get a chance to get it, go for it. Because that's crucial, because everybody else got to play in the first round. So if I could be the only team that get a bye, that's a beautiful thing. So, right now we got Jets and Broncos tied for number one. Well, yeah, no, they're not tied. Broncos got a tie on their record, and the Jets is 11-2. Broncos got 2 losses, but they got 10 wins. So, remember, I told y'all, even if you out the playoffs, you get a chance to play spoiler and get a nice incentive. I told you, for the teams that's missing the playoffs, and also for the teams that's making the playoffs, you get a chance for incentive too to knock a team out trying to make it. Now, yes, since it won't be as much as a non-playoff team, but you'll still get something. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind, man. Don't just be giving away no wins. If you got a chance to knock a team out or a team that's fighting, keep that in mind. So we're gonna start with the AFC and see what's going on over here in this playoff race. To me, the number one seed is out of these 3 teams right here: Ravens, Broncos, and Jets. Chargers, nah, they won't get the number one seed. But Jets, Broncos, and Ravens, it's gonna come out to those 3 teams for number one seed. And as far as the actual, well, we could just go look at this for right now, and I could just show y'all what the actual playoff picture is right now. If the playoff started today, this what it's looking like. The number 7 seed is the Texans, right? And the number 6 seed is the Chiefs. And yeah, those are the 3 wild cards. The wild cards right now are the Texans, the Chiefs and the Chargers. Those are the three wild cards right now. In the NFC, your three wild cards are the Bucks, the Cards, and Washington. Now, like I say, there ain't no X's next to none of them teams' names. So, which means that nobody's in at the moment. You know, things can still happen, obviously, because let's just be honest. If you was to lose the rest of your games and still make it, you would have some type of letter next to your name. So if you don't have no letter next to your name, you did not clinch a playoff berth yet. Bottom line, that's what that means. So let's keep that in mind. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to look at the standings. So things is tight right now, man. We got a nice playoff race going on. Let's see the teams let me see. You got these are your division winners. Jets, Broncos, Ravens, and Colts. Right? Is Scott the Colts? Hold on. Is that Scott? Scott the Colts? Yeah, I think Scott is the Colts. Wow, my boy Scott he's leading the division right now. You gotta hold on, Scott. You got week 15, you got this week. I don't know if you played yet. Then you got week 16 and 17, and I don't know if you gotta play major, the Texans, but hey man, you gotta earn it if you're gonna get in there, Scott. But right now it gotta feel good. Even if you don't make it, Scott, it gotta feel good to be in this position at this time of the year. You never in this position at this time of the year. So man, you know, let's see how you rise to the occasion. The Colts finally got the spotlight on them. Let's see how they show up with them bright lights on them. You know, but that's a good position to be in. I'd rather be in this position than the position I'm worrying about a draft pick. You know, so I'm gonna find out who you play this week, or if you played. And when I'm doing next week predictions too. So that's gonna tell it all. But right now, Colts, Ravens, Broncos, and Jets are the division leaders. Then you got Broncos, who already clinched. Broncos is already in the playoffs. You know, no matter what, whether he get number 1 seed or not, he's in. Ravens are a wild card for right now. Not the Ravens. Chargers are a wild card. Chiefs and Texans. Texans. 6 losses. You got the Bengals right there on his back. Dang, we actually lost that fair sim. Wow. But yeah, you got the Bengals on his back, and you got the Patriots. So the only two teams that got a shot to get one of the wild card spots at the moment, preferably the Texans, because they got 6 losses, you know, is the Bengals and Patriots. Chiefs got 5 losses. He's looking good, but I gotta look and see who his last couple of games is against. But right now, you got the Bengals and Patriots are the last 2 to try to get in there and to try to get one of them wild card spots. Over here in the NFC, you got the Cowboys and Washington. That's Money Mascot and Pearl. Somebody didn't play it. Well, the Cowboys didn't play this week, and I think he gets the 4th win. So they both would be 13-1. They'd be tied for number 1 seed. Both of these teams having a one great season. You know what I mean? They're having a terrific season. The Saints are having a great season. The Saints are 11-2. They too are having a great season. So let's look at the division leaders right now. You got Cowboys at the moment, Saints, Seahawks, and Tampa Bay are the Cowboys, Saints, Seahawks, and Packers. Those are your division leaders right now. And then in wild card, you got Washington or Dallas, either or really. But one of the wild cards is already solidified. So it's 2 wild card spots left, and that's one held by the Cardinals with 3 losses, and the Bucks with 4 losses. Bears got 5 losses. They're right there. I don't know who's left on Arizona and Tampa Bay schedule. I gotta see, but Bucks is only 1 game up over the Bears. I say the Bears. The Bears is the only team that I feel like got a shot to get in. Panthers and everybody else is done for. You got the Bears over there. So that's the tight race. In the NFC, you got one team that could preferably get in over the Bucks. I mean, Cardinals too, depending if he loses his last 2, but I doubt it. Bucks got 4 losses. He's the one that's got the pressure on him to hold off. But other than that, these teams will be playing musical chairs. You know, the teams that's let you looking at right now at the moment. And same thing as AFC. These teams will be playing musical chairs. But let's look and see. Let's get to the schedule and see. First, we're gonna go back to last week's. We're gonna go back to last week's games. We didn't do the chance to do last week. So first up, we had the Panthers blew out the Giants 52-3. Panthers season is over though. Giants season over. But you know, 52-3. I'm pretty sure he got some good development upgrades that game, or potential upgrades. So Panthers took care of business in that one. Then we had Saints shut out the Bucks 21-0. That's the division. That was the one that that was the one that put the Saints in a great position for they only got 2 losses on the year. Bucks have 4, which means that had the Bucks won this, it would have been totally different. But Saints stepped up at the right time, got the win. Then you had Cowboys took on Money Mascot. Wow. Pearl won 47-21. Now what's interesting about this is that Washington having a great season, right? They only got 1 loss, and that loss came to Dallas. The team he's actually he's going to be tied for first with for the number 1 seed. But to know that you just went against the Cowboys and got dismantled, you know, you have to feel a way about that, because now you figuring this potentially going to be the team that's going to be in my way come playoff time. Washington going to have to figure something out, you know, because the fact that they played so late, this just happened. This ain't no week 2. This ain't no week 2, week 3 win. This is week 14 win. You know, this is late in the season, end of the season win. That's a bad loss for Washington if they plan on making a Super Bowl run. You know, I've been saying for the longest, Washington defense, they probably got one of the best defenses in this league, personnel-wise, top to bottom. But apparently, that defense let him down this game because they have 47 points. And like I said before, Pearl is rolling right now. Pearl won the Super Bowl in my other league. He's the number 1 seed in my other league. So he's back into red form. And that's bad news for the league, you know, because this man three-peated last Madden. He won the last he three-peated to close out the Madden at that. In this league right here, whatever it takes, with this Cowboys team. So it took him a while to get back to his true form, but even if he's not at his true form right now, he's sure looking like it. So the dude is back. He back on this ish, man. He back on this ish, and Washington, this loss right here would definitely bother me, the way that they took it, knowing that this is probably going to be the team that's going to be standing in your way to get into that big dance. Then we had Arizona Cardinals win against Bay Boy Raleigh, the Chiefs. This is a good win for the Cards. Like I said, he's still battling for the wild card. He holds the second wild card spot right now, sitting comfortably. You know, Chiefs still sitting nice too. They got 5 losses on the year, and you know, they took one to the hands of the Cards. Wasn't a big deal, but at the same time, nevertheless, you know, win is always a win is always better than a loss at any level. So that was a good win for the Cards. Then we had Ravens back, who's been balling out all season, win against Lamborghini Zelli. Once again, Lamborghini Marzelli striked again. Marzelli, I've been speaking about Marzelli lately because in my other league against Scott, right? He was up he was up 14 points with like 40 seconds left and lost the game. Let me say that again. Marzelli was up by 14 points in my other league with like 40 seconds left and lost the game. So this just goes to what I always speak about Marzelli. I say Marzelli knows how to play, but Marzelli problem is Marzelli. Marzelli plays 100 miles per hour from start to finish. You know, like I always say, he's a guy that's always driving 100 miles on the highway, you know, until he hit a speed bump, and then it's havoc. He was up once again. He was up 14-0 in this game over the Ravens and blew the lead. You know, to be up 14-0, it's not a big deal, but in Marzelli's case, it's a very big deal. First of all, anytime you're up 14-0 and you lose, you're gonna feel a way about that. But Marzelli, you know, should feel a way about that more than anybody, because it just goes showing more and more he cannot hold the lead to save his life. He up 14-0, lost once again, and at this his style of play, man, he just don't know how to put it on cruise control. And this is why I said in my other league when I did the predictions, I said Marzelli would never, ever win a bowl. Never. He would never win a Super Bowl, you know, because he don't know how to turn it down. All he know how to do is everything is a fast break with him. You know, he's one of them NBA teams that look good in the regular season because everything is a fast break. And then when the playoff time come, when the game gets slowed down, you got to play half court offense. He don't know how to do that, and this is why Marzelli will never make it to the big stage, because he don't know how to turn it down. All he know how to do is just keep exploring the gas, not realizing the brake is just important as the gas. But he took one on the chin once again, and that's a good win for the Ravens. They won 38-34. Next we had Bengals win against the Falcons. Murph, he's hanging in there for that final wild card spot. He's like one game out behind the Texans for that final wild card spot. Actually, I think he's a half a game out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he's a half a game out. So, or they tied, and the Texans got the tiebreaker. It's something like that. Bengals is in it. He's in a good position, so he got to keep winning, though. But that was a good win for the Bengals over the Falcons. Falcons had a disappointing season. And, Go ahead. Falcons had a disappointing season. I expected them to bounce back this year. Didn't get it done. Go. Then we had Playmaker win against the Dolphins, and by the looks of this game, I think Playmaker remembered he lost to Miami. If y'all remember season 1, Miami started off slow, and I said if he beat Playmaker in that game, I think that's gonna be the game to give it confidence, and I think he's gonna pull off about 4 or 5 straight. Well, lo and behold, Rocket did beat the Chargers that game, and he went off to win like 7 straight that season. Now, the flip side to that is he also missed the playoffs that season. He let E-Ball catch him at the end of the season for the division, right? But this ain't about whether he missed the playoffs or not that season. I'm just giving you a little history real quick. So I'm telling you, I think Playmaker remembered that he lost to Rocket season 1, and I think he vowed to punish him this time around. He won 49-0. It's just been that type of season for Miami. I think they got 1 win on the year, 2 wins in the year, and they just never got nothing going, never. So Chargers made sure to get revenge this time around. What happened, Maury?
Nuggets.
Huh?
Nuggets.
Nuggets?
Yeah.
You want nuggets?
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. All right, then you got Carnage. Denver Broncos win against Third World, and Broncos took care of business in a big way. Seattle been having a great season. They've been rolling, and they ran into Denver. Denver's the champs, right? Yeah, they ran into the Super Bowl champs, Denver Broncos. I forgot about that. Denver is the champs. So that was a good lesson Seattle had to take, because it let them know, like, you know, if you make it to that stage and you potentially face the Denver team, you're gonna have to come with it. You know, they got demolished in week 14, but the good news is it was still regular season. But just know if you meet this team on the biggest stage there is, because that's the only way y'all meet, you're gonna have to come with it. And Denver took care of business that game. Next up, we got this is week 15. Move right along. Another thing too. I said this about my other league. Some of you guys, you know, I see that some of you guys get discouraged and y'all lose confidence. How do I know that? Because I see y'all in other leagues in the chat and everything. And listen, man, the one thing I'll say about my league's not whole, and I stand firm about my league that I love. My league is competitive. You know, my two leagues, AGS and this league, whatever it takes, is very Mari. It's very competitive. You finished with this? So go watch it before I turn it off. One thing about my leagues is that they're competitive, and you know you gotta bring it. It ain't too many gimmies. It ain't too many gimmies in here. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys get discouraged, man. You know what I mean? I've been noticing that lately. You know, because like I say, how I know it's about confidence and stuff like that, because it'll be the guys that DM me, you know, say things like, "Yo, I love your league," blah blah blah. You know, but then at the same time, you know, you getting low. You know, you're not really playing. You know, and I see you in other chats, you know, setting up games and everything. So your phone and everything is working quite fine. But then it just makes me realize, like, yo, guys lose their confidence. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, you know, I'll be the first to tell you, this league got heat. This league and my other league got heat. You know what I'm saying? My leagues ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? And whether you know it or not, you will realize it, because I keep saying, when I switch over to that PS5, some of you guys ain't gonna make it over on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting it be known, because at the end of the day, you know, I don't knock nobody for whatever lifestyle they live in, whatever they doing in their life, whatever they got going on in their life. You know, that's your business, and that's fine. You know, but at the same time, if I'm trying to run a league, you know, I'm trying to run the league a certain way, and it's nothing personal, it's only business. So, you know, for guys that I feel like, you know, don't be on top of the game the way they need to be, they're gonna get removed. That's it. I'm no longer see, we passed the stage now of me reaching out to guys and keep saying this. I'm saying we passed that, man. We in season 3. Most of you guys that was in this league has been in this league from last Madden. You know what I mean? And if you wasn't, you've been in this league since season 1, and you've been hearing me say the same thing, you know, constantly about, you know, playing games and stuff like that. So at this point in the time, there's nothing I can say that I already haven't had said. You know, same thing with casting your games. You know, you got guys that haven't been casting as you know, as much. You have guys that play and cast that don't put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And you know, listen, man, y'all already know I'm a type of dude that I don't mind giving out perks and upgrades and stuff like that. But just know that ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you can't expect to get rewarded when it's time to reward guys. You know what I'm saying? For doing the right thing. So, you know, a lot of stuff I'm just not going to speak about anymore. I'm just going to show with actions, you know, because what else is there to talk about? You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it by now, then you just ain't going to get it. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I say, man, I see that morale is a big deal. You know what I mean? And then you get guys that you know, I guess they don't really like their team. But what you guys don't understand is that when you playing in leagues, these franchise leagues, you're not playing for one season. So it really don't matter what team you got. It's the team that you build with, that you make them to become something. You know what I'm saying? Because I could give certain guys could get whoever feel like is the best team on here. If you feel like the Ravens the best team on here, some guys get the Ravens and still won't do nothing with them. So it's not necessarily about, you know, what you get at the moment, man. It's about what you do with them. You know what I'm saying? What pieces you add to the team. I mean, the crazy thing is everybody got weaknesses, everybody got strengths on the team. You know, some have more than others. Obviously, we get that. But it's your job. I keep telling you guys, it's your job to build on the strengths and to hide whatever weaknesses you have. That's your job. Exploit your strength, cover up your weaknesses. You know, and a lot of guys just don't understand that. You know what I mean? But again, when we make that move over to the 5, some of you guys ain't gonna make it. Actually, some of you guys teams are being shocked now. You understand? If you look at my other league, AGS, there's been some guys that's been added, some guys been removed, you know, and again, I'm not reaching out saying nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you've been removed, you know why you've been removed. Ain't no need to play dumb and act like, yo, what happened? Ain't no what happened. The what happened days is over. You know what I mean? I know what's what. So I'm already shopping guys' team. So when you look up one day and you don't see yourself in the chat, no, the league ain't die. You just ain't part of it. You know what I mean? So, you know, just keep that in mind, man. Certain guys' teams is being shopped as we speak, you know. And that's how I'm doing it. When I reach out to certain guys about joining the league and they ask me what teams are open, even if certain users on the team, I'm saying that team is open. So guess what? If they decide that they want your team, they're gonna have your team if you're on that list. You know, so that's how we doing it, man. Like, I ain't gonna keep talking to guys. I'm telling you guys, you know, yo, listen, you know, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you know, blah blah blah, you know, play spoiler and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm doing my part. Now, if you ain't doing yours, then cool, no biggie. But moving right along. This is this week's game. This league advances today too. But we had Falcons win against the Panthers, and Big Train got a win. Haven't been getting many. Upset, actually. He upset the Panthers. Both teams, this season is over, but at the same time, it's always good. It's always good to still work on your art to try to carry something on to next season. You know, so Falcons won a good one. Good win at the end of the year for the Falcons. Next we got Pearl and Bears. They said they playing today. Bears got a shot to make the playoffs. He's only one game out. He's the only team that got a shot to make the playoffs. Unfortunately, this game ain't gonna help. I'm going with the Cowboys. They've been balling all season. They got one loss. I'm going Cowboys in this one, 38-17. Cowboys over the Bears. Next, we got Chiefs and Texans. Now, I got to see if they play. I jumped in the chat a little while ago. I see the Chiefs say he said something about later on, which is fine. But then he said, oh, we could face Simmer because neither one of us reached out. But that's wrong, really. Major definitely tagged you yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I think I do remember seeing that. So at this point, ain't no fair sim, bro. If y'all don't play, he get the win. And it's going to be a bad loss for you because this will put you at 6 losses and you do not have a spot locked up, you know. But this is you guys that's fighting to make the playoffs. Y'all supposed to make sure y'all get y'all games played. You know what I'm saying? Like, more than anybody else. Like, you know, you don't want no fair sim this time of year. And you don't want no forced loss this time of year. But as big as this game is, I can't fair sim it if he did his part. Now, you may not have reached out to him, but again, I'm gonna double check, but I think I remember seeing him tag you. You know what I mean? If that's the case, he's set for a forced win if y'all don't play. And that's gonna sting because I don't know who you play week 16 or week 17. But man, if I were you, I would make sure this game definitely get played before league advance. But if this game get played, I'm gonna go with the Texans on the road in a tight one. Not too many points to be scored. But I'm going Texans 20 to, I'll go 2013. 2013 Texans over the Chiefs. Should this game get played. Let me say E for that. Next we had Murph. Bengals win against the Bills. Bills, you actually conceded. You got penalty coming to you. No conceding, man. I told you guys that. I mean, no need to speak on it. I say, if anything, put the 2 clock on. You guys still insist on doing it. You know what I'm saying? Every time Drake conceded, Drake caught a penalty. So, you know, nobody is exempt from getting these penalties, man. You concede, you getting the penalty. You know what I mean? And Bills at this point, as much struggling as you've been doing, the last thing you want is for anybody on the team to be turned down. But unfortunately, that's what's about to happen to you. I don't even know why you would even concede. Like, you know it's a penalty coming. You know you need to build your team up. Why would you put yourself in a position to get somebody turned down? That don't make no sense to me whatsoever. You conceded. I don't know. Maybe you conceded because you didn't want him to score. I don't know how much time was left. Maybe you was worrying about him scoring a lot of more points, but don't matter. You know, the fact that you lost doesn't even mean nothing at this point. The biggest loss is about the penalty you about to get. That penalty you about to get is gonna hurt more than this loss you took. So to me, you conceding made no sense whatsoever. Your season's already done. Why concede when you know you're gonna get a penalty for it? Just don't add up. But anyway, you know, this is already set for them. That's set for them. Raiders and Jags don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, Raiders and Jags don't know what's going on with this game. If it get played, I'm gonna go with K-Lou, man. Lamborghini Marzulli can't hold a lead to save his life, no matter what, no matter how much points he up or how much time is left. You know, I'm just going with Jags, man. Give me Jags in this one, 28-23. Next, we got Washington over the Colts. Money Mascot took care of business. He got blown out by the Cowboys last week. Took his frustration out on the Colts this week, and I would have took Washington to win. And you know, that's exactly what they did. They won by a lot of points over the Colts. So Colts still is in first or tied for first. No, right now he's in first in that division with the Texans. So that's what I'm saying. That Texans and Chiefs game is big time, you know. But we gotta see. I gotta see what's left with the Colts and Texans on their schedule. See how that goes. Saints and Seahawks. Big game for personal reasons, but both of these teams are in the playoffs, so you know doesn't matter that much. But definitely could be a playoff matchup. So I would want to win this game if I'm either one of them. I'm gonna go with the Saints in this one. They've been having a great season. They only got 2 losses on the year. So yeah, I'm going with the Saints, man. I think the Seahawks got 2 losses. Also, no, Seahawks got 3 losses now, I believe. I think he got 3. But yeah, give me Saints in this one, 31-27. Next we got Bucks and Cards. Another big game for the Bucks. More than anybody, he's only up 1 game over the Bears for that wild card spot, and he got a good tough game against the Cards. Let's see how this one works out. I'm going to go with Cards in this one if it get played. I'm going to go Cards 28-14 over the Bucks. Next, we got Jets against myself. I'm only down to play spoiler. I'm not playing for nothing else. So you could take the win on that. There's nothing I could play spoiler with in that game. He's already in. Eagles and Packers. Eagles season is done. So I'm just gonna set that. So yeah, that's it for this one. Now, the new matchup, the new week, the last 2 weeks, I'm only interested in the games that matters. Get down off of there. I'm only interested in the game that matters at this point, even with the advance. So, Bengals and Dolphins. This game matters because Bengals are still trying to creep in the playoffs. If they play this game against Miami, I'm going with Bengals, and I'll go Bengals in this one, 34-14 over the Dolphins. Patriots. Patriots got a shot. They got a shot too. They go against the Raiders. This game matters. I'll go New England in this one. I'll go E-ball 31. Raiders 17 if this game get played. 31-17 Pats over the Raiders. So that's 2 big games so far. This game matters for the Texans. They better hope Norm play this game. Norm, if you smart, you'll play this game. This is an incentive game for you. Matter of fact, this is an incentive game for you too, Raiders. And well, they're trying to get And yeah, you too, Miami. Yeah, these incentive games for you. Miami, Oakland, Philly. Y'all all set for incentive games right now. And if this game get played, I'm going with the Texans though. I go Texans if this game get played. 30-16. Next we got Carnage and Titans. I don't know. Captain Clutch, he just took over this team, I think last week or the week before. Their season is done. He might not. I'm just gonna set the win for Carnage now. No, I gotta wait. We ain't even advanced yet, so let me just wait. Chiefs and Colts, big game. Believe it or not, Scott, you probably got the game of the week. Let me see. No, you're not. But you're definitely one of the premier games of the week. Chiefs at Colts. If Chiefs lose to the Texans in week 15, the Chiefs will have 6 losses. If the Colts lose to the Chiefs, the Colts will have 7 losses. And then the Texans play Eagles, and if the Texans win this week, he'll still have 6 losses if the Texans beat the Chiefs in week 15. So this game is a very big game right here. That Texans game too, I don't know what's up with Norm though. I'm pretty sure Norm will play though, especially for a chance to get that upgrade. But Chiefs and Colts, man, this game is gonna be big time. I'm gonna go Chiefs though, but I'm pulling for you, Scott. I'm pulling for you to do something big in this game, man. Just play smart and you be alright. You know, but I'm gonna go Chiefs in this one. I'm actually gonna give the Colts a shot. I'm not even gonna pick the Chiefs to blow them out. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I just think the Chiefs' experience this time around might carry him over. I'm gonna go Chiefs in this one, 27, and I'm gonna go Colts 23. 27-23, Chiefs over the Colts, and that'll be a big time loss for the Colts if they do lose. Bears and Vikings. This game does matter for the Bears. And this game matters for the Bears. They one game out behind the Bucks. This game get played, I'm going with Bears in this one. I'll go Bears 24, Vikings 10. No, Vikings 14. 24-14 Bears over the Vikings. Bears stay alive. This game don't matter. This game, big time game for the number 1 seed at that. Dallas just blew Washington out. I'm gonna pick Washington in this one on the strength that I think Money can figure out a way to just not let that happen again. I mean, you know, the fact that they just played like 2 weeks ago will be the reason why Washington can split on the season. You know, but give me Washington in this one. I think he bounced back and they split on the year, but don't quote me on that. This definitely can go the other way, but I'm just going to give Washington a shot. They are at home, so I'm going to take Washington this one in a nail biter, 31-28. Washington over the Cowboys. And this is for the number 1 seed. Whoever wins this game gets the number 1 seed, in my opinion. Bucks and Falcons. This game don't matter. Well, this game does matter. Bucks still playing for something, but I'm gonna go with the Bucks over the Falcons. Should they play? Falcons will play. Big Train to play, and especially because this is a sensitive game for him. But I'm gonna go Bucks in this one to win 27-17. 27-17 Bucks over the Falcons. Cardinals and Seahawks. Both of these teams will make the playoffs, but this is for personal use, and I'm gonna go Seahawks in this one. Give me Seattle, man. Give me Seattle at home. 24-20 Seahawks over the Cards. This game doesn't matter, and this game doesn't matter. Alright, y'all. So yeah, like I said, the advances after this week is pretty much just on the important games that matter. Other than that, I'm not even gonna waste my time waiting on nothing else. But let's get to it, y'all. Playoffs is here, and let's get to it. Let's see what happens. You know, I'm real curious to see how this thing gonna play out. You know, but advances today. Pearl said he playing at 6. So as of right now, league advancing after Pearl game. So Oliver did predictions for next week matchups. I see y'all week 17, the final week. Till then, I'm Ghost.